So, welcome to day 29 of 31 days of horror movies. I can't believe we only have 2 days left. That's wild. But, baby, you already see what it is and why I got my do-rag on and my black excellence because we are going to be watching The Blackening. I am so excited to watch this movie. I watched it once on an airplane and I died laughing. This movie is so fucking good. So let's go ahead and give it a watch and let's talk about it. Okay, I just had to stand up to do this. I feel so proud to be a black man, a black queer man, a black artist, a black creative. I feel so fortunate. This movie changed the game for me, especially as a black man who loves horror and who this movie is so good. And not saying this like I didn't expect for them to slay, but you know, sometimes they don't. Who dog is doing that early in the morning? Girl. Anyway, see, because and they talked about that in the movie. Okay, so this dog gonna have to stop. It is too early for this. Anyway, y'all, because you know, it just usually they don't be doing our people right, but our people did us right, and that's why I love this. They impressed me. I am so happy. Let's talk about it. Oh yeah, and speak about black excellence. Moonlight behind me, boom, and a horror film, but it was some hard, heavy things that happened in that movie. But we not talking about Moonlight. I love Moonlight. Oh my gosh. The Blackening is a 2022 Black American comedy slasher film directed by Tim Story and written by Tracy Oliver and Dewayne Perkins. I'm just gonna give y'all bows now. I don't know if anybody's done it, but like Tracy, Dewayne, and Tim, you ate this up. It's based on the 2018 short film. I didn't know there was a short film of the same name by the comedy troupe 3P. It stars Perkins. Wait, who is Dewayne Perkins? Who did he play? Oh my, okay. It stars Perkins, Grace Byers, UCI alumni, bitch, Jermaine Fowler, Melvin Gregg, ex-Mayo, or Mayo. Sorry, Mayo. I'm not... I don't think Mayo was the right thing to say during a black movie. Antoinette Robertson, beautiful girl. Sinqua Walls, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Jay Pharoah, love Jay Pharoah, and Yvonne Orji, even though spoilers, them niggas died in the beginning. But anyway, the film, set on Juneteenth, follows a group of black friends targeted by a masked killer while staying at a cabin in woods. But not just a regular cabin. And let's just get into the black excellence. Everybody in this film did their thing. There was nobody trying to outshine nobody. And even, I loved how this movie knew what it was. I love how this movie was so fucking smart. It knew what we were expecting, and it kind of like, you know, was telling us a bit of what was going to happen, but it still was like, but you still don't know what's going to happen. And I love that. I love this whole theme of them using these black tropes to try to reel people in, and the black people being like, how does this racist game? So they playing a racist game. So it start with, you know, two friends who are showing up at this party with this gathering for Juneteenth that they are going to be having with all their friends who are black. And they're showing up and they find this, you know, hidden door that's at this Airbnb, and they find this hidden door. And they got all these, you know, pictures of white folks and white families that's looking very sketch. And they, you know, putting them away to put the black shit, right? But yeah, I forgot to do my Zoom thing. Okay, so they putting up the black shit. And then they find this secret door that leaded to this room that's very, very sketchy as well. And then they themselves are like, yeah, we're not gonna do this. But then shit starts to happen. They see this game. They gotta play this game. They don't answer the questions right, and it looks like both of them has died. Definitely Jay Pharoah's character got nixed, and it looked like Yvonne's character got taken off. And it's funny because they said they wouldn't bring like two of the what like the actors that would cost the most money to kill them first just to reel people in, and then they did that. So fucking good. And then one by one, these group of friends start to come around, and there's history. Two of them are best friends, and one girl, this guy did her wrong. Drama is going on, and they're really setting up a lot for this story. And as they continue on, there's one character who is just off to himself. A character named Clifton comes along, and he's played by Jermaine Fowler. And he's like, kind of like the outcasted black person that's in the group. And funny enough, the guy who played the queer black man, which I definitely was watching because, hello, do you see Moonlight? His name is Dewayne Perkins, and he also wrote for this film as well, right? Right? He wrote for it. He wrote with it. Yes. Him and Tracy Oliver. Okay, and so we're getting the different types of black people. We're getting the black people who know their African heritage and directly from the motherland, and then we're getting black folks who fit certain black tropes, but the thing is, there is no black trope. We are, like, we just are. We are not a monolith. And so we're seeing that go on, and I don't even know, man. I don't even want to spoil it. I just want to say, go watch it. Go watch it. The twist at the end, a huge message that I got from this movie is how we treat each other and how we let what the other motherfuckers do, how we let that treat us. And when we are mean to each other, what effect that can have on us. And that is what we all know who the fuck they is, white supremacy. They want us against each other. So they pit us against each other in this film, and seeing that it actually came from one of us who did it because we didn't do right by us, so we doing wrong by us. And just the comedy, I have never laughed so much and been genuinely scared like anybody could die at any moment. Like, this movie, let me just get shout out to Grace Byers, girl. Her ass, she got, what was it, Adderall? She was either on Adderall or Molly. And that girl started doing these karate moves, but she was kicking ass. And then there was this one sheriff. There was we ain't gonna trust the sheriff, but the sheriff ain't had shit to do with it. The sheriff died. And there was these twins that was hired by the black man that is Clifton in order to kill these folks. And it just, this movie is, it's just so fucking good. So good. And I loved seeing black people kick ass. I loved seeing this. This movie, I don't know, man. This movie got to be at least a 9.5 out of 10. And I mean, it's given just a beautiful movie that I love, because I didn't always see myself in horror. We was always dying first or saving somebody else's ass. But thank God that we got to save our own booties. Okay? I just again want to give props to every person who has something to do with this film, especially every black person. As your young brother who is coming up in film, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have given me hope. You have given me something to look forward to, how to flex my comedy, but also flex my horror skills. And it wasn't like, oh, I know what's about to happen. No, anybody could have died at any time. And just because they was black don't mean that they didn't die in the film, right? But like, they didn't stick through what we thought was going to happen. And yet it was also still aware of itself. So it took what we thought could happen and would happen and even spent that. Thank you so much, y'all. I am so wonderfully full. Now, baby, join us for day 30. Oh my gosh. Join us for day 30, where we are going to be watching As Above, So Below. And I have a story for this. I'll tell y'all on that one. Okay. Bye, y'all. Good morning.